Hello, ladies. Welcome to week 3 of Ed 435. I hope everything is going well. I wanted to post a video to kind of check in on the first couple weeks' work and then also to hopefully set some things out for you guys for this week's work. A little bit of an adjustment, but not anything major to throw things off. So first of all, I just wanted to let you know I am going to get into grade that submission for your standards of mathematical practice. Now that the first week of main campus courses is underway, I'm kind of getting my routine going. So I will take care of that and get those grades in. So thank you both for submitting those. And then also your Chapter 1 discussion board. Thank you both for posting and replying to each other. I appreciate that. I did see that you both went in and you completed your chapters 3 and 4 wrapping it up quiz. The first chapter or chapters of the wrapping it up quiz is a little tough because the quizzes are, you have to get used to the format and what kind of questions are they asking. So we'll see how the rest of them go. Hopefully we'll get a little more acclimated to them and they're not so difficult, but I'll always check in on that. So feel free to give me any feedback you have on that. I have used this process before as far as the Cengage Mind Tap, but I've not used this textbook and these test questions yet. This is my first go through with you guys and with my main campus class. So, all right, let's talk about week 3. Week 3, if you look on our syllabus and you go into, well, our weekly content, let's start with our syllabus. When we go into our schedule, this week we are going to be talking about chapters 5 and 6, still talking about best practices for teaching and how we're lesson planning and doing what we need to do as teachers so that our kids are ready to be learning our mathematics concepts. And then I have here workshop style teaching, poverty article due, and tutoring information. So the adjustment that I'm going to make is I'm taking out this workshop style teaching information. I feel like between the reading, the poverty article, and the tutoring info for you guys to get that started is a lot for you guys to do for the week. Plus we'll have discussion from chapters 3 and 4. So just to let you know that when you're looking at the rubric, that workshop style teaching right here, we're going to take that out for this week. So I will go into our course. Let me turn this on so that it looks how it looks for you guys. Let me grab an ink pen. All right. So if we go into our weekly content, we're going to go into week 3 now. You will see here. So again, I have the article reflection for you, the rubric. So as you read the article, here's the rubric again, and I will set up, oh, here it is, your Turnitin. This is where you're going to upload your actual reflection document. So you're going to turn it in here. That will be due by 11:59 on Sunday. Let me see. I'm just making a note of what I'm telling you so I don't repeat myself. For a minute, I'm going to skip over the tutoring project. Again, this workshop teaching planning guide, I will leave it there if you want to look at it as a resource, but I'm not going to go into discussion on it just because it's going to be additional information. Hopefully we will have time to get to it, but we're already at week 3 of 8, so we'll see how that goes. Then you have chapter 5 and 6, organizing instruction and integrating assessment. So those are going to be your chapter reads. And then just as it was before, you will go in and take the wrapping it up quiz as well. Hopefully that is linked up and should be fine. Maybe not. Sometimes the Wi-Fi over here is not working as it should, but it will operate the same as your previous chapters did. Okay, so you'll go into chapters 5 and 6. All right, so we've talked about chapters 5 and 6, the poverty article, and then before I get into the tutoring project, I just want to check in. Both of you guys submitted your discussion lead survey, so which weeks you want to take over the discussion board and kind of lead a conversation, more than just a couple of posts, but really get us into the content for that week's chapters. So as much as I was trying to make it efficient, and you guys did very well responding, I appreciate that, I didn't ask your name in the survey. So I don't know. You guys luckily chose a different first choice. So one of you guys chose week 4 and one of you chose week 5. So if you could send me an email, it's just turner@campbell.edu, TURNER@campbell.edu, and let me know if you were chapter 4 or you were chapter 5. So the way that will work is that you will, if you want me to upload something to the week 4 or week 5 content folders, just send it to me as a PDF, and then or a Word file, or however. You can share it in a Google document if you want to. And then I can upload that into the week 4 and 5 content folders. You will also have to do a discussion. So if I'm not sure if you're able to start a new discussion thread, but we'll kind of play with that in this first week 4. So the way it will work, any content that you want will need to be posted on Monday, just like I do my videos on Monday. And then we have the remainder of the week to complete that work. So for the person who signed up for week 4, we're currently in week 3. So by Sunday at 11:59, maybe Monday morning, if you could email me anything that you need me to upload for the week 4 content folder, I can get that up in there. And you will want to have posted everything relevant for that week's discussion by the end of the day, Monday, so that then the other person has from Tuesday till Sunday at 11:59 to complete that work. And then the same will be true for the person who took week 5. So at the end of week 4, you will email me the information that you want me to upload for week 5's conversation, and you'll have that ready by Monday for that week 5. So hopefully that made sense. That wasn't super confusing. All right, so those are your homework pieces. Let's talk about this tutoring project. So hopefully you guys are having a great first day back in classes and your kids are doing well. One of the things that you're going to be doing for this project, or for this course, is a tutoring project. So you are going to create an elementary tutoring group. So you can have 1 student, 2, 3, or 4, but I do ask no more than 4, because once you get more than 4, it's kind of hard to do some specific interventions for students, because you have so many more students and their dynamics that are filtering into that group. But all of the students, whether it's 1 or 4, are working on the same skill. So you're going to all be working on addition or subtraction or multiplication. You're not going to have a group meeting different conceptual needs. This group is going to meet for 6 20-minute sessions. It's absolutely up to you if you want to do 6 days in a row, if you want to do the next, let's see, week 3, we're in week 3, we have 8 weeks. So we can't do 1 a week. You'll have to double up a little bit. But if you want to do 6 days in a row, if you want to do 2 days a week or 3 days a week, it's up to you. But you have to have 6 20-minute sessions. And you're going to work to create a log of your dates and times that you have your tutoring sessions. You're going to maintain a journal of your lessons. So it's not necessarily a lesson plan, but it absolutely can be if you have a format that you want to use. And you're going to maintain a journal of those lessons. And so for each lesson, you're going to have the standard course of study, a standard of mathematical practice, which you can refer back to week 1, what materials you needed. You're also going to include student work samples. You will want to do a pre-test before you start any instruction in the small group. So if you're doing a small group in multiplication, you're going to find a pre-test to give them before you start. Then you will do your 6 sessions. And at the end of your 6 sessions, you will do that same assessment again as a post-assessment, and hopefully we will have seen some student growth from your interventions and your targeted instruction. So you're going to include work samples of the pre and post tests. You can take a picture of them or you can scan them in as a PDF, however it works best for you. You're also going to document for each session that you meet a strength and an area for growth, and then challenges. So you will overall, at the end of your six sessions, you're then going to summarize student growth using data. You're going to tell me, I had 2 students in my intervention group. Student A had this score on a pre-assessment, this score on post-assessment, made growth, and this is kind of my reflection on that process. The same for student B. So you'll break it down by each student you have in your group. Then you're going to continue in your reflection and just summarize the experience, how you plan to help struggling students once you have your own classroom. So here is your rubric that has everything laid out, that your group is between 1 and 4 students, that your log has dates and times of your tutoring sessions. Your journal has all of that information for each of the lessons that you're going to teach. You have a summary of their growth, including their data, and your reflection is well written. It's not hard to read, doesn't have many errors. So that is your tutoring project. I do absolutely understand that today is your first day of school with kids. So you're not going to be able to roll out a tutoring group tomorrow. So don't worry if you don't get to this week or next week. So it's fine if you want to take this up until the end of this 8-week term because you want to give it some time, but work with your teachers to get a group going. You do need to have 6 20-minute sessions with the same group of students. So it's not like you're going to have 2 groups of students, you're going to do 3 sessions each. It's the same group for 6 sessions, 20 minutes each session. So hopefully this rubric explains that, but if you have any questions, always email me and I will try to take that feedback and those questions and put them into my video for the next week. So that is all of the information I have going into week 3. So in no particular order, but your homework items, first of all, to read chapter 5 and do the wrapping it up quiz. Read chapter 6 and do the wrapping it up quiz. Complete your poverty article and upload to the Turnitin location. Let me get out of here so you can see that. And then your homework number 4 is going to be your tutoring information. So it's not necessarily that's homework, but you're thinking about how you're going to attack that project and game plan around that. And then homework 5 is just to email me what the discussion week is that you chose. I'm so sorry I forgot to put names on there, but just let me know if you chose week 4 or week 5 and then work on that to be ready for your week's discussion lead. And then there will be a discussion board conversation about chapters 3 and 4. So I will put that also in a email announcement, so that will come through also just so you can visually see and you don't have to look back through this video. So hopefully this is helpful information. Always email me if you have any questions, and I look forward to your information conversation about chapters 3 and 4, and chapters 5 and 6 on organizing your instruction, integrating assessment will be key. And it's important too to consider that chapter information as you're starting to build up towards your tutoring project. So, all right, ladies, thank you so much for your hard work, and I will send another video your way next Monday, and I will kind of consolidate all this information and send it through an announcement here shortly. Thank you. Have a great first week.